The market has opened, guys, and I'm still holding on into my profitable long. However, I haven't yet taken any single profits out of it. And right now, Bitcoin is actually seeing a little bit of a retracement, hence why I've got new ideas. I'm going to maybe short Bitcoin if we continue going higher, and also if we dip below, we might actually get a nice new long. So if you had missed my previous long, as you can see, if I quickly pull up the week's exchange, as you can see, I still got it open. It has actually went down in terms of profits. Yesterday we had a 60% profit. Right now we only have 31%. I say only, but to be honest, I'm totally alright and cool with this amount of profit. And also I still have my short open from 106. So as told you guys, whenever I open up a long, I'll never make it or make it affect the short that I have open. I can literally on weeks have multiple ideas going against each other by having the isolated separated on the bottom, or sorry, top right corner, as you can see. Or right now, if I put up Bitcoin technical analysis, we can clearly see that we had kept up with actually seeing a Sunday pump last time, or every single time for the past 30 days. Every single time we had seen either a consolidation or a pump during Sunday and Saturday, we always see a retracement once Monday and the market opens. Hence why we clearly have seen it also happen again. We saw the Monday candle open and we immediately started dropping from 88 all the way lower to 85. And if you had watched my previous video, because yesterday and the day before that I talked and I spoke about how I might actually turn my long into a Bitcoin short. However, I didn't quite short this yet. If you're asking me, or if you're wondering whether I shorted this, absolutely not, because the scenario that I put on for me to take a short, I told you guys that I need to see Bitcoin go above this wick, as you can see, and we actually never went above it. However, this can be actually something that is quite good. Why? Because for the most time, whenever we see a wick that we want to be taken out, but we never see it, or we get it close to it but we never hit it, that's totally and normally quite good in terms of liquidity. Because obviously, as you can see, we also have new shorts that are opening at the wick or at the high of Monday, in addition to the wick that we had actually been targeting for the past days. Now that would mean that if we actually go higher, that would much highly amplify the strength and the possibility of a better short. Because yesterday we only had the previous wick that we wanted to target, we didn't have much liquidity. But now with Monday getting closer to it, with us getting closer to 88 and dropping below it, haven't spent lots of time above it or close to it, below it, that would mean that we got liquidity all jumped on at 88 or 87, meaning that not only do we have a good likelihood of us actually revisiting Monday's high, as I said guys previously, that whenever you see the Monday high being put on outside of New York session, that usually means that if we go and open up New York session, which is going to open in 13 minutes, that would mean that we have an 80% probability of actually going back above it. So not only do we have the technical probabilistic factor of going back above these highs to take the Monday high that we put outside New York session, but we also still do have the other same idea of us actually shorting this. So we got a new short scalp that would add or combined with the other idea we had on a higher time frame where we wanted to short either way. So I'm quite happy. I haven't yet shorted, but I'm even more convinced and even more ready to short if we see a fake out, especially if it happens during the next 6 hours. If we see a pump again, we make a high that is put in between the 6 hours the new session is open, then I'm going to definitely try shorting Bitcoin if we see 88 being taken out. And you have to keep in mind guys that I'll never tell you to put a limit order at 88. Please don't blindly short us hitting 88. We need to go back above 88, take all these highs. So we'll take the Monday high, take all liquidity all below the Monday high, and also go above this high as given and saying from yesterday. And then and only if we see a fall back below, a fake out of the highs, and then seeing 87 being or 88 being lost, go to 87, then I might actually try to short. So you have to understand that it is a case based scenario of a trade. I need to see 88 being reclaimed, going above it, and then if a fake out is given, I'm going to absolutely jump into a short. However, if we actually see 88 reclaimed and we never get a chance of a fake out, we see actually Bitcoin making 88 into support, I'm going to be ready of a possible actually pump to the upside. So you have to understand that we either get a nice short or we do nothing. By that I mean, please don't take this possibility as a sign for you to long. The longs are done when we're dumping. So if we get a dump, you might actually be able to try a little long, whether at 85.1 or preferably at 84.6. But if we never dump that low, please don't be longing the highs and the break out of 88, because obviously I'm against trading breakouts whenever we're talking about longs and breakdowns whenever we're talking about the dumps, because I'd prefer getting longs at the lows and shorts at the high. So I'm going to be waiting for the Monday high to be taken out and a possible new short. But for the time being, I still got my good long in little bit of profits, and hopefully everybody that been following the content, absolutely guys, on Saturday and Sunday, even though we didn't go live, but I did actually make two nice videos. One telling you guys that I entered the long, and the other planning ahead and also talking about the short ideas.